central control to Lone Wolf. Parachute into enemy territory. Locate enemy concentration camp. Release captives interred there.
Operation Wolf.
Make your way through jungles filled with hostile soldiers. Destroy any enemy installations and free all townships you encounter. With no food, no water, no chopper cover, not nearly enough ammo, and no idea if you're going to make it back. Volunteers only. Operation Wolf, a superb Tato coin-op conversion from Ocean. 6 levels of blasting action as you take on the role of a soldier of fortune given the job of rescuing politically sensitive hostages from a war-torn land. Contend with hostile soldiers parachuting down, firing their hand weapons as they come. Helicopters need rockets to destroy them, or very concentrated firepower. Watch out for the occasional soldier who runs in close to fire at you at point-blank range. Lightning reflexes are a must. A soldier can never relax. Ocean, the brand leader, presents We Are the Champions, a fantastic collection of chart-topping games in a special boxed pack. International Karate Plus, an amazing update of the greatest karate beat-em-up yet. In the knife-edge world of the vigilante, there is no place to rest. Play Renegade, play mean. Rampage, the game where nice guys don't get a look in. Barbarian, the ultimate warrior. Can you vanquish the forces of darkness and free the princess? Super Sprint brings the best driving excitement ever to be experienced on home computers. We Are the Champions, out now on the Spectrum, Commodore or Amstrad for only £9.95 cassette, also available on disc. US Gold presents an arcade masterpiece. The biggest selling computer game in 1987 is still tearing up the streets in 1988. Including the original soundtrack from the coin-op. Outrun, still taking your breath away.
thrills, action, excitement. That's what we at Mediagenic believe your customer wants. Take the incredible American F-14 Tomcat, one of the world's deadliest and most efficient fighting machines. Afterburner featured this plane and became the arcade sensation of the year from Sega Enterprises. Afterburner is destined to become the biggest selling computer game this Christmas. Yes, the home computer sensation of the decade from Activision. Terrifying, the pressure intense. Through 24 levels of skill and many different terrains, it's your job to zap the enemy and survive. Spectrum, Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC, Atari ST, Amiga, and MSX. R-Type, the overnight arcade success, licensed from IREM Corporation. In R-Type, a desperate battle is being fought out in the limitless unknown dimensions of space, which are being contaminated and corrupted by the evil power of the Bido Empire. It is inhabited by weird creatures whose very sight inspires fear. But mankind is fighting back and sends into battle the sophisticated R9 fighter plane to crush the enemy. It's fast, it's fun, and it's a monster hit. Available soon on Spectrum, Commodore 64, Atari ST, Amiga, and Amstrad CPC.
Here it comes, Super Hang-On from the powerhouse of software Electric Dreams. Bursting onto your home screen with dazzling graphics and pulse-pounding gameplay is Super Hang-On on the Atari ST, the greatest ever motorcycle racing game. With 4 soundtracks, 4 skill levels, and 48 thrilling stages, you can burn rubber across 4 continents. But watch out! At an awesome 280 kilometers per hour, in comes the nitrous oxide injection, kicking you up to an incredible 324 kilometers per hour. At speeds like these, you've got to stay cool to stay hot. ST Actions quoted Super Hang-On as the definitive racing game ever for the ST. C&VG claimed it made Outrun look pathetic. Team Pepsi Suzuki endorsed this game at this year's 1988 500cc World Motorcycle Racing Championships. Now it's your turn. Now available on Atari ST, also available on Spectrum, Amstrad, cassette and disc. Attention all Pac-Maniacs! Courtesy of Namco Atari, Grand Slam are proud to announce Pac-Mania, a superb conversion of the coin-op to the home computer. Pac-Man is back in action, but with a new twist, bounce power. A quick trip round the neighborhood is all it takes for Pac-Man to realize that there have been some changes made. Now there's Blocktown, Pac-Man's Park, Sandbox Land, and Jungly Steps. 2 new ghosts, Sue and Jumpy, both with unique personalities, keep Pac-Man on his toes. He really must utilize his speed and cunning to outwit these annoying creeps. Even with a real challenge ahead of him, Pac-Man is glad to be back in action again. A new colourful 3D playfield with some real snappy upbeat music reminds Pac-Man that Pac-Land is a pretty nice place to live. Pac-Mania, coming soon on Atari ST, Amiga, Commodore, Amstrad Spectrum and MSX. Available for the Commodore, Spectrum and Amstrad. The Barbarian is back, and the legend continues in Barbarian 2, The Dungeon of Drax, the sequel to the smash hit game Barbarian. Once more the mighty warrior comes forth to do battle against the evil Drax, but this time he's joined by the sword-wielding Princess Mariana. This time, fight the most incredible monsters in dozens of different locations as you play either the Barbarian or the Princess. Barbarian 2, The Dungeon of Drax from Palace Software for the Commodore 64, Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, Atari ST and Amiga. Konami's latest coin-op hit bursts onto your computer screen. Beyond infinity lies the evil galaxy dominated by the forces of the despotic Salamander. A hero must persuade his compatriots to join him on a journey into hell and beyond. To defeat this devil, they must overcome forces mankind cannot perceive in his wildest nightmares. Organic monsters of destruction, nuclear spiders, infernos burning like raging seas in torment, caverns of despair, demons beyond dimensions of our minds. You are that hero. Now is the time. Pilot your spacecraft on this lethal mission with skill and strategy to amass the weapon systems vital to your success. Screen after screen of exciting arcade action in this faithful conversion of Konami's follow-up to Nemesis. Sci-fi shoot-'em-up at its best. Salamander takes you a stage further. Imagine the name of the game presents Target Renegade. Every move you make, every step you take, they're watching you. Fight your way through the back alleys, the car parks. Fight your way through the villainous community, the skinheads, the beastie boys, the bouncers. This is just the tip of the iceberg on your chilling quest to confront Mr. Big. Matt, your brother, investigating Mr. Big, was caught in the act and was punished by him in the usual gruesome style. And now your heart pounds as you consider your alternatives. An eye for an eye. The phrase batters your subconscious. The plan is set, you move into action, through the various levels to your final confrontation. Opponents vary on each level, so strategy must be learned if you are to succeed. Everyday objects may be used as weapons, but don't lose them, as they can be used against you. Your objective is to survive through the stages to your confrontation with Mr. Big. Vengeance can be yours if you live. Target Renegade, available for the Commodore, Spectrum and Amstrad. Ace 2 is the ultimate head-to-head conflict. High-speed, 1 or 2 pilot action, computer opponent, air-to-air and air-to-ground combat, real-time, real space action, 2 aircraft types and a variety of modern missiles. How will you survive? Beyond your wildest dreams in a world where the only force is pure energy stands the Sentinel. In Starglider, you command Novina's last airborne ground attack vehicle with limited weaponry and fuel and no apparent means of replenishment. Tetris, a remarkable computer game, a cunning game that deceives through its simplicity. Command your Cobra spaceship in a fantastic voyage of discovery and adventure, a supreme test of your combat and entrepreneurial skills with Elite. Supreme Challenge, available for Commodore, Spectrum and Amstrad. Firebird Software brings you Virus, another masterpiece by David Braben, co-author of the best-selling Elite. Virus is played over a startling 3D landscape, which undulates below your hoverplane as you skim across the planet on a death-defying mission. Invading aliens are attacking the planet, polluting the surface with a deadly red virus. Your job is to halt them and the spread of the virus using missiles, bombs, and the like. In this super-fast game, you'll have to pit your wits against a variety of alien spacecraft, each with a different function, some spreading the virus, others acting as attack craft. Putting the aliens out of action takes some skill, and you'll have to work out a different tactic for each type. Superb graphics and addictive gameplay. Virus, another hot winner from David Braben. Available for the Atari ST, Amiga, and Spectrum.
Rainbird presents Starglider 2. The eagerly awaited sequel to Jet Sand Starglider is set to streak onto your computer. Our heroes Jason and Catra's mission is to annihilate the Egron army once and for all, and to destroy a mighty beam projector aimed at their home planet Novenia. Overwhelming odds are stacked against them, the least being that they can only enter the Egron-dominated planet Apogee unarmed, a daunting task even to battle-hardened pilots like Jason. The way to Apogee is tortuous. Interplanetary hops between the planets of the Apogean system make the journey even more hazardous, with fuel reserves low when approaching each new planet. Listen for the space whales in the upper atmospheres, blast slithering packworms, and if you can maneuver close enough, destroy the Stargliders. Starglider 2, there is no room for mistakes. Digital Integration presents F-16 Combat Pilot, a new generation of flight simulator based on the F-16 jet fighter. From squadron crew room to mission selection, from pre-flight briefing to the hangar, weapons loaded, you're cleared for takeoff. Hundreds of realistic missions await you day or night. From air-to-air interception to ground attack. From tank busting to reconnaissance. And finally comes Operation Conquest, a multi-mission strategic campaign as you take command of your first squadron. F-16 combat pilot. For the first time, it's for real.
Seldom does a game achieve accolades such as these. Zap, one of the classiest arcade conversions around. Don't miss out on one of the arcade conversions of the year. Rush out and get this the minute it comes out. Commodore User, a fantastic arcade conversion. Sinclair User, Forgotten Worlds, graphically it's super. Lots going on, a corker. The Games Machine, across all formats, Forgotten Worlds comes across as an ace shoot-'em-up, polished to sparkling perfection by its superb graphics. Forgotten Worlds, the game your computer deserves. Pac-Land, the brilliant arcade game from Namco Atari, brought to you by Grand Slam. The world's most popular computer character is back in his very own arcade adventure. Help Pac across ravines, jump lakes and traverse deserts, hotly pursued by Inky, Binky, Pinky, Clyde and Sue in his quest. This superb conversion of the internationally famous coin-op is not to be missed. Pac-Land, classic arcade action from Grand Slam, available now for Commodore, coming soon for Spectrum, Amstrad, Atari ST, Amiga and MSX.
There have been football games before, but there's never been a game quite like Emlyn Hughes International Soccer. Just look at the amazingly smooth graphics. The animation is so realistic. It's incredible to play. You've got so much control. You can choose where to kick the ball, and how hard and how high to kick it. And you can head the ball, even do diving headers. There's sliding tackles. Oh, referee! But there's more to this game than the arcade action. There are dozens of options, and if you don't want to play in a league or a cup, you can always challenge one of the other teams to a friendly. You can even enter your own teams. Every player has 3 skill factors and a fitness percentage that changes constantly. And you can save everything to tape or disc. Teams, fixtures, results, everything. Emlyn Hughes International Soccer. It's a game you'll play time and time again.
The right to remain silent. Have the right to an attorney.
He's not a guy, he's a machine.
Your move, creep.
law enforcement. RoboCop.
Electronic Arts presents Populous by Bullfrog Productions. No one can resist being all-powerful every once in a while. Out of the darkness were born two nations, fanatic followers of their own beliefs, warriors by nature. Each nation will populate, claim new lands, evolve new technologies, but ultimately there can be only one survivor to claim victory and total sovereignty. Harness the awesome power of nature and control it at will. Ravage the land with the plague, summon earthquakes, floods, and more throughout 1,000 different worlds. Press reviews are outstanding. Ace 963 rated, absolutely wonderful stuff. ST Amiga format, gold 92%. CMVG Game of the Month 96%. Divine, The Games Machine, top score 90%. Commodore user, superstar 94%. The One 95%. Zap Sizzler 94%. It's brilliant. Battle it out with the opposing deity for overall supremacy with Populous for the ST and Amiga.
Now, Double Dragon, the highest acclaimed martial arts game of all time, is available for your home computer from Melbourne House. Skillful programming has taken the superb graphics and addictive gameplay of the monster arcade hit and faithfully reproduced it in home computer versions. Join in deadly combat with the savage street gang of the infamous Shadow Boss. Use whatever weapons come to hand as you pursue the gang through the slums, factories and wooded outskirts of the city to reach the Black Warrior hideout for the final configuration with the Shadow Boss himself. Use the many different offensive and defensive moves, all the arcade weapons, and take your favorite opponents in hand-to-hand combat. Double Dragon from Melbourne House for your computer now. Firebird presents Elite. The classic is about to make its debut in the full glory of striking 3D solid graphics. Mr. Micro, the Amiga programming team, have surpassed themselves, as you'll soon realize when multicolored ships zap towards you to engage in frenzied battles. Or when you come face to face with the graphical representatives of one of the many alien races in the galaxy. Combining elements of strategy, adventure, and arcade action, you must travel through 8 galaxies, trading commodities from over 2,000 planetary systems, and fight off bounty hunters, space pirates, and police. You will have to fight hard to reach the ultimate status symbol, Elite, available for Amiga, Atari ST, and IBM PC. Rainbow Arts presents Denaris. Scientists on the planet Denaris created machines so sophisticated they were no longer dependent on man. A vain attempt was made to destroy them, but out of the ashes of the nuclear fires, the machines rose up more powerful than ever. Held hostage in an underground stronghold, it is up to you to break their tyrannical rule. Awarded a CNVG hit, a CU Screen Star, a Zap Sizzler, and a CCI Mega Game, Commodore user said, a fantastic shoot-'em-up with all the vital additions essential for a great blast. Computer Games Week said, just completely brilliant. Enter this horrifying battle in a bitter crusade against evil and win freedom at last for the people of Denaris. Available for Commodore and Amiga. Assault your computer with 5 action-packed arcade smashes in Arcade Muscle from US Gold. In 1943, relive the Battle of Midway as you fly over the Pacific in a P-38 aircraft armed with 7 deadly weapons. A titanic structure for supremacy. Sidearms, a classic shoot-'em-up game with brilliant graphics to test your reflexes. The ultimate experience for trigger-happy arcade astronauts. You're tough, you're mean, you're a street fighter. Face the mighty fighting power of 10 awesome dudes. A game that gives you explosive coin-op action. Are you tough enough to be a bionic commando? Infiltrate the enemy bases, destroy the deadly foe, and neutralize the doomsday weapons. A superb arcade conversion. The thunderous world of destruction, the ultimate race against death, road blasters, all the gripping action and high-speed thrills of the arcade spectacular. Arcade Muscle for Commodore 64, Spectrum and Amstrad, the compilation that's worth fighting for.
Mirrorsoft present Falcon. On the IBM PC and Apple Mac, Falcon became known as the pilot simulation. Combat experienced pilots across North America helped in its development. Professional simulator manufacturers ensured its total accuracy, and it has just become the first entertainment simulation to develop a full military application. It received a record 7 nominations at the Software Publishers Association of America and won 3 awards, including Best Simulation. That wealth of experience and awesome attention to detail is now available for your ST or Amiga. So fly Falcon on its dangerous missions deep into enemy territory and engage on a flight experience that beats the rest to dust. The one wrote, "Not even sublogic simulations can claim this kind of accuracy. Falcon is the greatest flight simulation I've ever played." Computer and video games have awarded it 93%. The whole world is talking about Falcon, so if you want to discover what is causing such acclaim, get Falcon, the F-16 fighter simulation, available now from Mirrorsoft and Spectrum Holobyte. Imagine presents Dragon Ninja. The latest hot arcade game from Data East explodes with double action fury. 8 levels of lean, mean fighting screens to battle through. Use your special martial arts skills, punch, kick, jump, flying kick and super punch with added power in the shape of special ninja-style weapons to collect. Your opponents in your battle for supremacy are 4 types of evil ninja star-throwing assassins whose skills are manifold and dangerous. Also out to spoil your day are acrobatic women warriors and vicious guard dogs. At the end of each level, you must overcome the Ninja Master in order to progress. Some examples of these superhuman villains are a fire-breathing fat man, an armor-clad giant, and the green and gruesome giant ninja who has a disconcerting habit of suddenly multiplying into an army. Mission accomplished, then rescue the President of the United States, who will stand you a hamburger. Dragon Ninja, the hottest coin-op conversion around, designed to give computer games some real kicks. From FTL in the United States comes Dungeon Master. Step into the world of Dungeon Master and see fantasy come to life in the best role-playing game for any microcomputer. Superb, a role-player's dream, wrote the games machine. The 16-bit future, said Ace. Praise has been heaped upon praise for this astonishing game, where after selecting your party of up to 4 adventurers, you embark on a fantastic journey into the depths of the dungeons of Anais, the realm of the Grey Lord, in search of the Fire Staff. As Theron of Viborg, your task is to guide your adventurers against the perils that the Grey Lord has prepared. The journey is long and fraught with hazards. Only your skills as wizard and warrior will help you as your party is assaulted by the dreaded creatures that lurk within, and by the puzzles and conundrums that are placed to deceive you. There has never been a game like Dungeon Master for Atari ST and soon for Commodore Amiga. Chaos strikes back. Further dungeons will be available soon. Check press for details. Live the fantasy with FTL.
Cierra los puños, concentra tu cerebro y prepárate para Thunderblade. Thunderblade es tremendo. Es la sensación de los juegos de sala de 1988. del año, Thunderblade es tan entretenido como atractivo. Capcom, el gigante de los videojuegos, presenta Black Tiger. Hace muchísimo tiempo, cuando el mundo era pérfido y oscuro, del cielo tormentoso y sombrío surgieron 3 temibles dragones, criaturas infernales, monstruos de destrucción, fuego, llamas y tormento, que sumieron al mundo en una edad de devastación y sufrimiento. Solo un hombre tenía el valor, el poderío y las aptitudes para desafiar a tales criaturas de Lucifer. Este hombre es Black Tiger. Adelante y a la lucha. Está en tus manos el retorno de la civilización. Black Tiger es la conversión de un juego de salón que no hay que perderse. El famoso superhéroe Batman de DC Comics surge en la micropantalla de los juegos de sala en una aventura que te enfrentará a las fuerzas del mal en Gotham City. Sal de la cueva de Batman y recorre un mundo de diversión y emociones fuertes para enfrentarte al más hábil enemigo, el Pingüino. Pero reserva tus fuerzas para futuros encuentros con el bromista o te perderás el interesantísimo final. Abundan los acertijos en buen estilo de Batman y nunca resulta fácil derrotar a sus enemigos. A veces el cerebro vence al músculo. Así que ponte la capa y el antifaz del resuelto campeón y prepárate para una buena gresca urbana. Las artes gráficas y efectos animados son de tremendo realismo en un juego lleno de innovaciones que te divertirá durante mucho tiempo. Batman, versiones Spectrum, Commodore, Amstrad, Atari ST y Amiga. Presenta 1943. Hace más de 40 años, en plena Segunda Guerra Mundial, la mayor escuadra naval japonesa probó el amargo sabor de la derrota en la costa occidental de las islas Midway. Hay quien dice que esta batalla cambió el curso de la guerra. 1943 te ofrece la oportunidad de lanzarte a los cielos para volver a vivir este heroico acontecimiento en un magnífico aeroplano P-38. Dotado de 7 armas mortíferas, participa en esta lucha titánica por la supremacía del mar, combatiendo contra el portaaviones Yamato y sus múltiples defensas. Producido por Capcom, el gigante mundial de los videojuegos, 1943 te hará vivir de nuevo la batalla de Midway en un juego de sala verdaderamente apasionante. ...1943... Versiones Commodore 64, Spectrum, Amstrad, Atari ST y Amiga. El éxito Epix de 1987 estará por fin al alcance de los poseedores de Atari ST y Amiga. California Games. Es una introducción al más loco ramillete de juegos nunca imaginado. Juegos inventados en las playas por bronceados y ociosos muchachos aficionados a destrozar, moler y hacer trizas las cosas. 6 acontecimientos radicalmente apasionantes que harán esforzarte hasta el límite, perdiendo la serenidad con ríos de adrenalina, que es la principal materia prima de California. Ojalá fuesen todos estos juegos verdaderamente de California. Prepárate a machacar el frente de una tremenda ola tubular. Evoluciona en una moto BMX, levantando un aluvión de tierra. Da unas cuantas patadas con tu aerodinámico patín y cuando esté bien alto, baila para tus admiradores. Pero si lo que deseas es patalear un poco, lanza un disco volante, haz saltar un saco en el aire con los pies o lánzate a patinar por el paseo a toda velocidad. Cuando la cosa se pone difícil, la dificultad se vuelve profesional. Así que respira hondo, vuélvete loco y álzate a un nuevo paroxismo de intensidad. California Games de Epix.
He never draws first blood.
he only fights back.
De nuevo aquí, y esta vez no toma prisioneros. El coronel Trautmann ha sido capturado por los rusos en Afganistán y solo existe una persona capaz de rescatarlo. Sortea los campos de minas, explora el campamento ruso, tiende trampas, evita ser detectado, libera al coronel y entonces llega a la más explosiva apoteosis. Un juego de sala dividido en múltiples secciones con diferentes sistemas de armamento y equipo de supervivencia. Las tareas a las que te enfrentarás son muy complicadas y requieren habilidad y ojos bien abiertos para distinguir la diferencia entre las tropas enemigas y los rehenes en una misión de rescate que no debe fallar. Tendrás que poner los 5 sentidos para sobreponerte a todos los factores en contra en este terreno tan hostil y con todo el arsenal de modernas fuerzas de combate formadas contra ti. Solo hay un hombre que pueda triunfar. John Rambo aparece de nuevo. Versiones Spectrum, Commodore y Amstrad y muy pronto para Atari ST, Amiga y PC compatibles. Elite Systems se complacen en anunciar el lanzamiento de Six Pack 3. Continuando con la tradición de la serie Six Pack, lo mejor de los juegos se puede adquirir en una oferta especial de compilación. Ofrecemos 4 números 1. Enduro Racer, Ghost and Goblins, Dragon's Lair y el número 1 que más tiempo ha figurado en las listas, Paperboy. Aparte de estos maravillosos títulos, también encontrarás la segunda parte de Dragon Lair, Escape from Singer's Castle y el juego de James Bond, Living Daylights. Six Pack 3, una rara oportunidad que te permitirá coleccionar lo mejor en pasatiempos software. Versiones Spectrum, Commodore y Amstrad. Los bitmaps regresan. Desde el triunfo de Shannon, los programas más apasionantes de Europa están planeados para colmar tu interés con el más rápido de todos los juegos. Una excepcional combinación de deporte y combate. Speedball te guía a través de un programa deportivo. Mira cómo se desarrolla tu equipo según va avanzando la temporada en apasionantes competiciones de copa. Los resultados dependen de los músculos y de la claridad de juicio. ¿Posees el dominio suficiente para aceptar este desafío? ST, Amiga y PC para estas Navidades. Buggy Boy de Elite. Conduce tu buggy a lo largo de la pista de carrera, atraviesa las barreras y recoge banderas que suman puntos. No choques contra las vallas, muros y árboles porque esto reduciría tu velocidad. Estás compitiendo contra reloj, así que pisa tu acelerador a fondo. Abróchate el cinturón para empezar la carrera de tu vida con Buggy Boy. Salvaje, fenomenal, totalmente maravilloso, flipante. En el más grande de los juegos de sala, usa tu capacidad para enfrentarte al reto que te lanzan los mejores programadores del Reino Unido. Con contribuciones de fenómenos tales como John Rickman y Magnetic Scrolls, Von Buzzle te acompaña a través de cientos de niveles de pura intoxicación. Increíbles diseños gráficos, asombrosa visión del juego, visión tridimensional isométrica o vista en planta a opción. Von Buzzle de Tony Crowther va a ser el asombro de todos los jugadores del mundo. Hará su próxima aparición en todos los formatos más importantes, producido por Imageworks. Von Buzzle, versiones Commodore 64, Atari ST y Amiga.